No, I mean, I could leave you a link to the story, and I'll confess I haven't read it, but I've read so many similar things over so many years of, well, the rollout of Agenda 21 and everything but name. And, just name the country, Western nation, blah, 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 add in whatever local context as regards businesses, public-private partnerships, blah, 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 and looking after the best interests, community-wise, because, hey, it is. Why is it that you keep hearing that term community? You know, that it never used to be quite the thing that it is now. They've redefined community. It used to be called places, i.e., wherever the hell. Nobody mentioned community. You just go, whatever it would be, Dalkeith, Exbank, Woodburn, whatever, wherever you were from, right? Oh, how's it doing up in Woodburn? Or whatever. Yeah, it wasn't, how's the community doing up there? And is everybody in that community up there contributing in some way? Contributing in some way. I mean, it is absolutely fucking this dissension into communism through collectivism. And people just don't fucking get it. I mean, how many trees have they carved up, for example, in Scotland alone, in any built-up area that used to provide so many awesome benefits, not least of which is, well, throwing out lots of oxygen, O2, yeah. By the way, your average tree puts out as much oxygen to sustain at least 4 people, by and large, right? Plus or minus, yeah. Do you think any of these fucking things are ever going to do any of that? And in sunny weather, the rare thing that it is, shade. Provides so much shade. And think about birds alone. Provides so many benefits for birds. Do you think that's going to do a lot for birds? Nah. There's nothing natural about any of this, yeah? Meanwhile, and remember, this is a digital image. This is, whatever. Architectural software, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. CAD design, yeah. And they've got the chemtrails in there. Because most of the young team have never lived in a time where you didn't have this shit. Anybody with an ounce of common sense would realise, in all honesty, with a clear head, this is matter dissipating. Yeah? This is no hot jet gases dissipating X amount of seconds out, after coming out the back of a bloody jet engine. No, this is something completely different. It's mockery on steroids, all this. And they're, honestly, all those involved in this, making out like bandits. The selling of it, the building of it, yeah. The forced into, if you're lucky, a shoebox that you'll never own. No garden, no independence, no fuck all. And even over time, and I said this like a fucking decade and a half ago, you were already seeing in the UK little grass shoots of collective living. Professionals in certain places, right? Certain cities around the UK. And like they'd have this 150 square foot box that they could have a bedroom and a kitchen and a bathroom. And this collective kitchen, and they were charging, even then, honestly, it was something like fucking 1,100 a month for it, right? And that, no doubt, has expanded, but this kind of shit as well, honestly, it's just, and not a car in sight, everybody's walking, don't forget the cyclist, and the bus. Just copy and paste to anywhere in the fucking Western world, by and large, unless, of course, you're wealthy. That's not your... That's not what you're going to have. Not if you're really wealthy. Nah. But everybody else, yeah, collectivism on steroids. Leading down a communist route that is certainly not going to end well. Yeah. You know what? They are going to be the future ghettos and the 15-minute cities and the judge dreads at some stage. I mean, The occultists love the mockery. You know, they externalize what they're doing. Even in the 70s, I've said it before, uh, a publication, sci-fi kids publication called 2000 AD, a comic, yeah? But a lot of what was in there, you were absolutely seeing being made manifest now. Yeah, without a doubt. Seriously. This is a fucking disgrace. And this is being sold as a solution. This ties into Agenda 21. And I'll speak to you soon.